After sinking in February 1988, the kyung is being found to emanate small quantities of oil in the following years. After thorough investigations, the Korean government decides the remaining oil has to be recovered from the kyung wreck. This proved a risky project due to the bad state of the pipelines and other appendages on deck of the kyung. SMIT Salvage has engineered a unique technique to carry out this oil recovery. The higher viscous oil will be heated using a steam boiler. A special heating element is injected into the oil tank. The thick oil thins and gets pumped around slowly. A standpipe was used to control the oil pressure within the tank. When the oil is heated sufficiently, it gets pumped up. On board of the Borneo, the oil-water mixture is pumped into the oil-water separation tank to separate oil from the water. In order to carry out this operation, SMIT brings the necessary parts together in Singapore. First, SMIT brings their main craft, the SMIT Borneo, to Singapore, where it's ready to be rigged up for the oil recovery from the kyung. Equipment from all around the world gets shipped or flown in. And placed on the Borneo. Next, it takes 16 days to tow the Borneo via the port of Pohang to the site. Where it's moored above the kyung wreck in an 8-point mooring spread. The wreck is located on the seabed at a depth of almost 100 meters. To perform the work underwater, the 6 divers have to get into a saturation tank in order to get used to the pressure. The pressure in the tank is equal to the pressure at 100 meters deep. Divers will stay in the sat tank for the entire operation. The first job of the divers is inspection of the wreck. Before the oil recovery can commence, the deck has to be cleared of mud and sediment. When the deck is cleared, the installation of the heater, extraction return point and standpipe is done by using the hot tap. Hot taps are used to make an opening in the ship's hull without a spillage of oil. First, the base plate and valve are connected on the deck by drill tap studs. Hereafter, the milling machine is connected on top of the valve. The milling head drives a hole in the tank. When the cut is finished, the milling machine is removed. A hose, pump, or in this case a specially engineered heater, can now be connected to the valve. The heated oil gets recirculated back into the tank. During the recirculating of the heated oil in the cargo tank, divers check the deck for leakages, as the oil is getting less viscous due to the heating and can possibly emanate from small openings on the deck. When the heated oil is pumped up to the surface, each tank is flushed 3 times to clean them completely. The first flushing is done with seawater from inside the cargo tank. The water is heated by the heating element inside the tank and circulated via the heater mounted on the skid back into the cargo tank. The second and third flushing are done with preheated water of 60 degrees centigrade that is pumped from the Borneo into the tanks. After settling of the heated oil-water mixture inside the cargo tank, the remaining oil water is pumped to the surface. The first tank is declared empty on the 1st of July 2011 at 19:15 hours. In order to recover the remaining oil inside the cargo oil tanks, the hatch covers are cleaned separately after flushing of the tanks. To clean the hatches, a small dome is placed over the hatch before it's opened. The remaining marine diesel oil is recovered from the engine room tanks. Lastly, a small quantity of oil was found on the bridge. This small quantity of oil could not be pumped and recovered due to the fact that it was soaked into insulation material. Finally, the ship is inspected by the divers, under the supervision of the COEM's representatives. Except for a large crack in one of the center pipelines, no abnormalities were found during the final inspection. On deck of the Borneo, the oil-water mixture is let into the oil-water separation tank. After separating oil from the water, the remaining oil is being transferred to the COEM bunker barge. After 21 days, the operation is successfully completed.